Hey guys, it's Kevin Kreider. More than just muscle. This is what you should eat more of if you want to lose body fat, also known as weight. You want to distinguish the two because sometimes people just want to lose weight, which could be fluid or even muscle and a combination of fat. But for my channel, it's usually just losing body fat. But this is what you need to do in order to lose body fat. And these are the foods I recommend you eating more of. The first one is fibrous vegetables. They are usually very green. They are very much the basics of losing body fat. And the reason why is because it fills you up. And the fiber isn't digestible. Your body doesn't use fiber to actually create energy. But what it does do is it uses more energy to bypass the fiber throughout your body. That's why fibrous foods are so good. And it also lowers the glycemic index in any of the food that you eat that contains sugar, like carbohydrates. Not refined sugar and fake sugar, but sugars as in what people know as in carbohydrates. The sugars and carbohydrates aren't bad. It's when it's refined and there's no fiber in it, so you create all these insulin spikes and then you become more insulin resistant and it leaves you hungrier and more lethargic and causes inflammation. That's when it gets bad for you, when you have too much of those refined sugars without enough fiber in it. Now, fruit's the same way though. You take away the fiber in the fruit and the skin, it becomes a regular sugar. The fiber in it does something to the glycemic index and it just helps you out and is better for you. So eat more fibrous fruits and vegetables, but that's the next one then. Fruits. Eat more fruits. And this goes against what a lot of people say because it's sugar. The problem that people don't know about with fruits is when you actually don't eat the skin of the apples or the pulp in the oranges, then it becomes a real sugar. That's where all the fiber is and all of the nutrients is in the skin of the apples. And some people cut the skins off of the apples and then you might as well just have sugar. And it just lowers the glycemic index goes up because you don't have the fiber in it. And same thing with sweet potatoes and potatoes, right? Those are vegetables actually, but going back to that, vegetables, if you want to, add the skin of the sweet potatoes and the potatoes and the red potatoes because that's where the fiber is and that's what's going to lower your glycemic index and make it healthier and better for you mentally, physically, and everything. So those are the two things. So eat more fruits, eat more vegetables, but keep it fibrous by keeping it intact with the skin. And the next one is eat more proteins. Eat more things with proteins. Now, if you're vegan, yes, grains with protein, but if you're not, then more protein such as lean chicken or fish or eggs or egg whites. You want protein because protein keeps you fuller. It takes you a little bit longer and your body works a little bit harder to digest the proteins in your body. And it'll keep you feeling fuller and satisfied whenever you have proteins into your diet, especially lean protein. And that could be, like I said, salmon, tilapia, although tilapia doesn't actually make me feel fuller, but the salmon does actually. And the thing is though, it's less calorically dense. That's what you want. Same thing with the vegetables and these lean proteins. They're less calorically dense than beef, for instance. And beef might keep you fuller longer, but the thing is it's got way too many calories, and then you end up eating more than you expect. So that's the reason why I say if you're trying to get lean, maybe avoid the beef for a little bit, just because it's so calorically dense. But if you are going to eat beefs, I really recommend eating leaner beefs. Don't get ground chuck because it's got a ton of fat in it. And the thing is, fats are healthy for you. Don't avoid that. But if you're going to eat fats, eat good fats such as almonds or the avocados that you have or the coconut oils or the olive oils, but don't use those oils to cook. It changes it into a saturated fat when you cook those oils into your food. Sprinkle it on top. So for instance, if you like butter, put the butter on top of everything when you're finished cooking with it, and the olive oils on your salads when you finish cooking with it too. So it doesn't turn into a saturated fat and clog your arteries. In a nutshell, those are the best foods to eat if you are trying to lose fat. Now, here's the thing. I didn't say eat candy. I didn't say to eat chocolate or even dark chocolate, because if you're anything like me, I can't just have a little bit of dark chocolate, unfortunately. I need to have a pretty fair amount for me to feel satisfied and good from dark chocolate, so I have to make a lot of room into my day for that, and it just doesn't do the same as if I have vegetables. And I find the more vegetables I eat, actually, the less I crave those sugars, and the more I eat vegetables, the more I can control my sugar cravings. So who knew? Anyway, other grains like quinoa is really good. It keeps you fuller because it's a little bit grainier, I find. Buckwheat pancakes, I find, are very filling as well. And I know those are carbohydrates, but they actually have a little bit more fiber and protein in it as well. So those are some of the foods that I recommend you eating to lose body fat and to lose weight. Guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I just want to inform you that in my body design programs that you can take the body design tool. It's a quiz and it'll guide you to the correct body design program for you. I don't really restrict foods, but these are some of the foods that I do recommend you eating so you can lose body fat. You'll learn about intermittent fasting and macro budgeting and basically weight training to support your nutrition in there. And it's a very simple quiz to take and it'll lead you there. All right, guys, like I said, please subscribe and I'll see you guys soon.